Hello, Geminis. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing amazingly well. Let's dive straight into your weekly reading for the week. I'm going to start pulling out some cards for you. All right, let's see what's going on for you guys. All right, let's see. For my gorgeous Geminis, let's get out two cards to represent this week for them. You have literally the same card as Taurus, right? Let's go. You have collaboration coming through. Let's get another one. Oh, you actually have another one. So let's see. You have trust, collaboration and trust. And then you also have a release coming through. Let's go through each of these. Let's see. Right. So collaboration here says collaboration achieves greater goals. All right. Don't be afraid to work with others, to communicate with others. Communities are great in general, right? So you never know who can lead you where, right? Or what piece of information somebody can give you that you really need. So don't be afraid to speak with others at this time. Don't be afraid to collaborate. Okay. If you've been thinking about building a team or starting a business with someone and you feel really cool to do it, it's a really good time to do that. All right. To trust in your intuition. You also have trust, literally to trust in your intuition, right? Trust your intuition. The universe guides you. Okay. That's super important for you guys. Okay. Whatever you're feeling guided to do this week, go for it. Don't overthink. Don't, lack trust within yourself and where you're really feeling strongly called. All right. Then you also have release. This says release past burdens and embrace new beginnings. Let yourself out that cage. All right, my angels. Even if someone else put you in there, it's your responsibility to free yourself from emotional baggage, okay? Which I'll dive in a little bit deeper. I know that can sound a bit triggering, and trust me, I got it. My past is also not the prettiest either. So, it can be really hard to let go of things because they kind of end up shaping your identity in a way. So like kind of releasing anger, frustration, or gaining freedom from your old story can be very difficult, but this is a really good time to do that, okay? To free yourself so you can achieve greater things as well. But let's dive in. I have a lot of cards for you today, so let's see what's going on for my Geminis this week. Let's get two of these ones, please. For my gorgeous Geminis. By the way, gorgeous, Geminis are gorgeous. It makes sense, right? Flexible, so you're being called to compromise a little bit with the universe or with your with others at this time. It's about being flexible. This is not a good time to be rigid and stuck. It's about, not being stubborn. It's about being a little bit more open-minded this week can be very important for you. I always say when this flexible card comes in, maybe you are being called to stretch, right? Maybe yoga can be helpful for you if that's something you're actually trying to do there, because sometimes tarot can be very literal, but a lot of the time it is not. So flexible can also mean, I always say that the winds of change are coming, right? Which means that maybe things are happening in a different way than what you anticipate. Okay. Either way, if this person stays stuck and rigid, that wind is going to completely knock them off that egg. Okay. You have to kind of bend with the wind a little bit and be flexible with change or with things that are happening in your surroundings. Okay. So you can withstand whatever storm or change is happening in your life. Okay. So I always say the goal is always going to be the same. That egg is going to bring you whatever it is that you're wanting or waiting for. So whatever you're manifesting, whatever it is. But in the meantime, a lot of change is happening in your external environment. That's always what I say with this card. So bend with the wind a little bit, compromise a little bit. All right. Don't get rid of the egg and what you're waiting for, right? Keep strong with what you're sticking to, but don't be too stubborn that you're not open-minded enough, okay, towards maybe a way that the universe deems best, okay? And divine detours, same thing, I do say with this though, something may transpire in the way that you don't expect it to, but it doesn't mean that it's worse. If you stay rigid, say, no, I don't want it going this way, this is how I want it, then it's most likely not going to happen. So that's why they're saying to be a bit flexible. Then you have a new life coming through, which is this egg hatching actually, and it's you hatching out of it too. So I wonder if you're transforming, Gemini. She's like, I almost see this card as like a breath of fresh air. In fact, she is stretching here as well. So you're kind of, it's interesting that I feel like you're going into a bigger environment or something's bigger, like maybe a bigger home or a bigger car, I don't know, or a bigger company, because it feels like you have more room to stretch. If I'm seeing you in this, like you've been in this egg for a little bit, this small little box, you have more room to stretch. I don't know what they mean by that. You're entering into this new life. This new life is bigger, more expansive for you, okay? That's amazing. And you're being reborn technically with this stuff too. Right. Let's dive into a few more cards for you guys. Let's see what else is going on for you within this week, Gemini. The second chakra, okay, this is your sacral. It's all about your deep feelings and desires. Okay, also sexual feelings come here. And you have a storm warning. Interesting. Bending with the wind here. A big storm is coming, a big change. The number 10 is all about completion, right? So it's a chapter ending. It could be an old way of being, could be an old way of doing things, could be the end of a work life, relationship, whatever it is. I will dive into it. I mean, it makes sense with the release card coming through, but I feel like you'll be fine. You just need to bend with the wind a little bit here when the storm comes in. It's interesting, because I'm just seeing the visual and trying to find a way to describe it. But just imagine this big tornado comes through. Like, you can stay grounded with this. That's fine. You just have to bend a little bit so that the wind doesn't completely knock you down. Interesting. I wonder what this will be for you. Let's get you some extra cards here. Let's see what's going on. I always say with this card, whatever is crumbling at this time, allow it to, because this is almost like a spiritual cleansing in your life, right? It's clearing the path for new energies, especially because you have new life here. Your old life is going away and your new life is coming in. So whatever doesn't serve you anymore and whatever cannot come with you into this new life will start to crumble. But you probably already sensed that, right? And that's why they're asking for your flexibility. Right. Let's dive into your tea leaf tarot. Let's get some extra messages for what will transpire this week. And then we'll go into our tarot and make sense of everything, right? For Geminis. Thank you. Okay, that's enough. Oh God. Okay, one dropped on the floor, but let's quickly grab these. Dissatisfaction with life. Maybe you've been feeling a bit dissatisfied. You have temporary problems. So those kind of go hand in hand. You have some wealth. So I wonder if it's like money issues that you've been worried about, or again, it could be just separate messages in general. Wedge, someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something that you want. Successfully overcoming a problem. Now let me grab the other one. I'm sorry, that took me some time to try to pick it up. Right, you have the ladder, climbing towards success here. Let's put it like that. That's a bit messy, but you know, there we go. Right. So a mixture of messages here. Again, good news is if you've been feeling dissatisfied with life, again, they are kind of indicating that is a temporary problem. I do feel like things are really changing. You are entering a new life. So things are really changing for you. But I wonder if the release card is saying like you have to release the old version of yourself. You have to free yourself. That's interesting, because everyone really wants change, but who's really dedicated or committed enough to that change to let go of their whole, their identity to the life that you've been living, the beliefs that you've been having, right? It's a lot deeper than just, boom, something's changed. Interesting. Let's see what's going through here for you guys. I wonder what this is. All right, so let's dive into a tarot. Let's make some sense of all of this stuff. So, Spirit, what's the overall energy for this week for Gemini then? The Two of Swords. Major decision making, guys. Woo. I say woo as if it's exciting. Like I don't know why I did that. Two of Swords. Now, this could again be that release. I mean, maybe this is about you trusting in your intuition on making a choice. I'm going to dive in a little bit deeper to this. Now, with the Two of Swords, I always say this is a very major decision in your life, whatever it is, because in order to choose one thing, you have to let go of the other, right? So let's dive in a little bit into that, because I think I need it. All right, so Gemini is making a big choice, big decision. Again, this one, usually in the Two of Swords, the person is blindfolded. And what that represents is that this person is not basing their decision on what something looks like. It's on how it makes them feel. It's their intuition, right? So a lot of you, again, if you're feeling a bit stuck on a decision on what to do, again, this is really calling for you to trust in your inner guidance. Okay, you already know what to do. It's just you need to trust in it, right? Why is the Two of Swords the overall energy this week? What is that? You have two cards. The Hanged Man and the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like this is a new start in a way. The Hanged Man is like feeling like life has been a bit upside down for you, right? That's what it feels like. Maybe there's been some things like conflict, or things have been uncomfortable is always what comes through, because usually in this card the person is just upside down, and what that means is that you're in an uncomfortable position. However, using it as an opportunity to view things differently can always bring good things. And I wonder if that's the Ace of Pentacles. Maybe in an uncomfortable position in life or situation in life where you couldn't really do much, couldn't really move forward, you were a bit stuck, you gained some form of enlightenment that could help towards some sort of stability, Ace of Pentacles. Or maybe it is about making a decision on your financial situation, maybe a new job or a new home. Ace of Pentacles is stability. Now the good thing is, Two of Swords with the Ace does feel like you're opening up to a new beginning here, but the Hanged Man is all about observing something first, using your observation. It's a Piscean card, so again about trusting in your intuition, but it's more so of the sense of like based on what you've observed, which is interesting. Because let's get one more for that. Why is the Two of Swords here in the overall energy this week? The Three of Pentacles, collaboration. So maybe it's about like starting something with somebody else, or collaborating a bit more with others in the workspace, or creating a plan of some sort. Ace of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles is really good for working towards a legacy, financial freedom, or stability in life. Interesting. Right, let's dive in a little bit to what your energy is this week. The Six of Wands. Okay, you're feeling successful. It is in a little bit of this position. It's coming up sideways, so maybe you're feeling successful at times, but then also a bit neutral. But the Six of Wands is about confidence, all right? Gaining recognition, being seen. Why is the Six of Wands in the energy of Gemini? Overcoming a lot of your conflicts successfully. Now, the Four of Wands is also about celebration and success, reaching a milestone in life. So for a lot of you, the Six of Wands coming out of a war successfully, overcoming your problems and obstacles, and the Four of Wands being here as a time for celebration does feel very good. Maybe you are actually celebrating something this week. Either it's good news, or you're passing an exam, or you're reaching a milestone in some way. Maybe there's a party going on here. Six of Wands, you're feeling confident, you're feeling sexy. All right, whatever it is, you could be celebrating with others about something this week. Right, let's see. What is the potential challenge or obstacle for Gemini this week? The Nine of Wands. So this is a wounded warrior card. Okay, this is like feeling a bit defensive, feeling like you need to protect yourself a little bit here. That could be your challenge. Feeling a bit on edge or worried. Now, I would say that this is probably why they're saying to trust, because the Nine of Wands is not very trusting, right? It's having a Nine of Wands has just come through a war, and now it's having a really hard time. The person in the card usually is having a very hard time to relax and to let it go, or to move on, because it's worried that it will happen again, and I need to be prepared. So it's like almost like in survival mode is what I would say with the Nine of Wands. And that would be a challenge, because again, in the flexible card, you're really being called to bend with the wind here. And this is very stubborn, stuck energy, to be honest. Let's clarify it for you guys. Let's see. For my lovely Geminis, why is the Knight of Wands a challenge here? The Knight of Cups is about being open and vulnerable. That's scary for you guys. And the Knight of Swords, I feel like there's a conversation coming through with somebody who may have hurt you, or things may have been a bit difficult in the past when having this kind of conversation. I feel like it's going to go better than you actually anticipate here. Knight of Swords, somebody has this is very two different energies. One's very emotional, one's very logical. Okay, someone's coming in, rushing in without all the information, and somebody is wearing their heart on their sleeve. So this can really clash at times. What is this? Ace of Swords, it does look like a conversation is a challenge, but the Ace of Swords is all about clarity. I wonder if there is a difficult conversation, or I wonder if this is something that you're doing to release someone or something in your life. writing out a letter that you never send, even if it's to an old version of yourself, that could be the case here. But the Ace of Swords is about clarity. So there is some sort of meeting of these two energies that is going to bring in clarity and a new beginning. But the new beginning doesn't have to be together. It is, a new beginning in the sense that you have clarity, you can move forward now. Something's being discussed. 9 of Wands though feels like we tried to do this before and it was very complicated and very hurtful. I'm going to get one more for that. Strength. Yeah, it's going to take some strength for this. Okay. This could be with a mother. Anything else for the 9 of Wands? The Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups feels like this is you. This feels like this is you waking up to a new life in this very emotional state. And the Queen of Cups is beautiful. She has a very big heart. So maybe you guys are entering a period of life where you're becoming a bit more emotional in a good way. Definitely more intuitive, because the Queen of Cups is intuitive, but more sensitive in a good way. Like, this is very nurturing, loving, motherly energy, to be honest. Maybe you guys are giving birth. I don't know, having babies because of that. So there's more of an emotional side of you coming out here. And I wonder if it's because you're finally releasing something with somebody who hurt you. All right, let's dive in to your external environment. Let's see. For my lovely Geminis, what is going on in the external world of Gemini this week? Page of Cups. So there is this emotional news, because this is in your external surroundings and it is to do, it's a person card. It's a court card here, page. It does feel like it's somebody who could be giving you a message this week with the Page of Cups. I'm going to quickly clarify before I show you. Why is the Page of Cups here in the external environment? Ooh, did you see that? Ace of Cups, Page of Cups. Yeah, it did look like it came up reversed. So I will say you guys really will be leaving things behind that just don't serve you emotionally. All right. That probably is what the storm warning is, especially if you're dealing with somebody of the past where the love is not unconditional. It's conditional. It's conditional love. Somebody who only loves you when you're being successful. Somebody only loves you when they're, when they want somebody around. Like, that's the kind of vibes going on here. Could be the same in any area of your life, really. Friendships as well, like somebody only wants to be around you when they're, I don't know. But the Eight of Cups is you are walking away from this. And the Page of Cups here, it does feel like maybe somebody's giving you a mess. Maybe they're doing this to you. Maybe somebody wants to leave you in a way, like a friend or somebody's not going to talk to you anymore. I'm not sure what it is, because this is in your external environment. So I don't know if it's your choice or somebody else's. That's what it feels like. By the way, these might be people who disturb your peace anyway. The Ace of Cups is reversed, which means that it cannot offer you these things. Maybe it's draining your own cup for yourself, and that's why you have to leave it and release it. Okay, especially if it is past events. That could be the case. It's emotional. All these cards are cups. It's emotional. Okay, so this might be necessary, but it's in your external. So it's external things that make you feel this way. Let's look at your internal so I can see what's going on there for you. Okay, like I said with storm warning, whatever is leaving your life, allow it to leave your life. You don't want anything that's conditional anyways. If you're wanting love and you're wanting somebody's love in general, then you want it to be unconditional. You want them to love you unconditionally, whoever they are, friendship or whatever. You don't want them to just love you when they need someone, or that's just not that they're using you then, right? They're using the feeling at least. So we want to stay away from them. Okay, now let's see your energy, your inner world this week for Geminis. The Queen of Cups, again, that is your inner energy. This is this new person that you're waking up to. And I just wanted to say about this, like this flexible card, like I said, don't be stubborn. Usually this card is like, again, I want to do it this way. This is the only way I want this goal to transpire. But that's where the universe is saying no. But I wonder if it's also about the people around you. Maybe you want to hold on to someone in your life because they mean something to you, or, you know, they're your parent, or they're a friend you had since school. But again, they're mistreating you. Or again, their love is conditional. Whatever that means to you. I'm seeing a spiral here. Whatever it is, that's why they're asking you to be flexible. Okay, see this a little bit differently. Not just in your bias or what you want. Look at it in total, because there is change. There is a storm coming up. Right. Queen of Cups coming up in your energy. Again, you're opening your heart space up and understanding your feelings and emotions a little bit more. It might make you feel a bit sensitive, especially for an air sign, but this is this new way of being. And I feel like you're prioritizing your heart now and your feelings and your emotions and your intuition again. Because the Queen of Cups is the most intuitive, right? She's got the mother's intuition. So you guys are having that. Whoops. Righty-ho, Geminis. Let's see. Let's clarify the Queen of Cups. Sorry, my camera does that every half hour, so I feel like this is so wonky. Sorry, let me just fix it a little bit. I don't know, is that better? Did I make it better or worse? Queen of Cups, why is this in the inner world of Gemini? The Knight of Wands, interesting. It's very optimistic energy with the Knight of Wands. Seven of Wands, I like that. Very ambitious. So in your inner world, there is this energy within you. Maybe even like an affirmation that you bring to yourself in your life is that despite the odds, everything is going to work out. Knight of Wands is about travel, but because this is in your inner world, it's about expansion and really learning from experiences in your life. And having a positive, optimistic outlook with it, which is interesting. And Seven of Wands, again, like you've had a lot going on internally and externally, quite clearly. But this always says, despite everything, you will have success. And the Knight of Wands, again, is like victory. It's like chasing victory and chasing. It's a very optimistic view and perspective, to be honest. This is what's going on in your inner world. I feel like you are, again, having a more optimistic outlook, which is very beautiful. Right, let's get a card of advice from Spirit for you guys, for Geminis, please. Card of advice for the week. What is the advice for Gemini this week, please, Spirit? The King of Pentacles, to work on your stability. All right, so this is really about paying attention to your finances, to your assets, to the material world, you know, building up on those savings, investing things, you know, that kind of stuff. Let's clarify it for you. Why is this the advice for Gemini? King of Pentacles. Oh, well, Page of Wands and a Magician. I'm getting a sense here, like your words are very important. Like what you speak into existence is important. And I'm getting an itch on my palm, and I'm pretty sure that's to do with money. It's on my right hand. I'm pretty sure that means you're going to get some money. The King of, the Page of Wands being there could be about good news as well. And the Magician is about manifestation. So if you've been calling in more money, this could be a really good sign for you. And you do have wealth here. Over here too, with that. So this dissatisfaction that you might have with your finances or your life in general at the moment, this is really just temporary. These clouds are going to go, the sun's going to shine bright. All right, you're going to see more wealth coming into your life. You do climbing towards success. And again, this wedge, whatever is leaving your life, whatever that is, it is coming between you and all the good things that you want. So whoever that person is or situation is that is leaving you, or you're leaving it, I really feel like it's going to help you get towards success anyways. So the Knight of Pentacles, Page of Wands and Magician just feels like good news is going to be coming your way because you're focusing a lot more on your stability within yourself in general. All right, whatever you're manifesting at this time, you are going to have. All right, just pay attention to your words. With the Magician being ruled by Mercury, again, whatever you're speaking into existence is important this week, specifically to do with your material wealth. So if you're saying like I'm poor and I'm broke and I'm never going to have certain things, pay attention to what you're saying to yourself. All right. Because our subconscious mind doesn't really take it as a joke. So anyway, Page of Wands, again, that's your advice with that energy, but I do see some good news coming away when it comes down to your finances, which feels cool, and your stability in general. All right, my angels, thank you so much for spending some time with me here today. I send you my love. If you enjoy these readings, make sure you like and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one. All right.